Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Color Carpet Time. This is the time of day we gather around our big color carpet here in class. We get to practice some letters, the sounds they make, and words that we can create with them. And sometimes we get to substitute the middle sound, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to substitute middle sound. So I'm going to give you a word. I'm going to give you a new middle sound. You're going to insert that new middle sound, substitute that new middle sound into the old word to create a new word, like this. Wait, what's that? Do you hear that? Super Monkey! What's going on, Super Monkey? What are you doing? Oh, Mr. T, I just wanted to help out a little bit. Do you want to give the word? I do want to give the word. Okay? The word is sun. Now substitute in I, and you get sin. Sun becomes sin. Very good, Super Monkey. How about the next one? Home. Home is your word. I want you to substitute in R. Harm. Home becomes harm. Excellent. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Where'd he go? Super Monkey took off, didn't he? Well, that's all right. So I'll get these other words. Well, Barry Allen, you got here in a flash. What are you doing? I would like to do some words also. Okay, go right ahead. Knees. Knees. I want you to substitute in ooh. And you get news. All right, very good. Wrap. Wrap. Substitute in O. And you get rope. All right, very nicely done. Hold on 1 second. And he's off too. Where are the superheroes running off to? Well, that's all right. We've just got another word we're going to do. And that word is H.R. Ruffenstuff. It is I, H.R. Ruffenstuff. Hello, boys and girls. Sorry. Comb is your word. Comb. I want you to substitute in A. And you get came. That is it. Comb becomes came. Happy Friday, boys and girls. See you real soon. All right. Well, the superheroes came along to help us out, didn't they? Very nice. All right, boys and girls. We are looking for words, AR words, R words, and we're looking for KN, MB, GNWR. So there was a lot of them. And we were looking for those type of words. We got a bunch of them. I'm going to put them right up here on our whiteboard here in class that you're going to see very soon. We also had some past tense words sent in, right? Eva sent in some past tense words like blessed, the ED on the end, and opened. Stayed. Waved. And fished. Thank you very much, Eva, for those. We had Ben. Ben gave us some arm. Got our AR. Starfish, which has our AR, but is also a compound word, star and fish. Market, bark, and park. And Nara sent us words like warmer and March. That's where that is. Guess what? This month. Good job. And carpet. Excellent job. Emma gave us a few. Watch this. Knee. There's our KN, and it just makes an N sound. And knee. And knight. And this is like knight from back in the olden days that wore armor, suits of armor. Knight. Right? So the KN. Very good. Climb. There's our MB, climb. Wrong. There's our WR, wrong. And you really just hear the R sound. Wrong, right? Wrong. And this is gnat. It's a GN at the beginning. You don't see that very often, and you don't really hear the G, you just hear the N. Gnat. And sign. And this is the GN at the end. And listen, don't really hear the G in that either. All right, thank you to everybody who sent us words. It was Nara, Eva, Ben, and Emma. Thank you very much for filling up our board back here. Okay, we have another read on your own story. This is Help from the Sun and Stars by Mark Lamb. And you'll find some of our sounds and letter combinations right in here. The sun is a star. It helps us a lot. The sun helps plants grow. People eat plants. So do animals, such as this gnu. Look how it's spelled, GNU. The sun helps plants grow in the cold. We grow some plants for food. Snow and ice wreck these plants. When it's too cold, people cannot grow crops outside. Look at that. Not too good for those crops, is it? Long before today, people knew that plants needed to be warm. They knew that plants needed light, so people started to grow plants in greenhouses. Many greenhouses were made of glass. Today, greenhouses may be plastic. Some look like hoops wrapped with plastic. The sun shines in and helps heat the greenhouses. With greenhouses and the sun, we can grow plants in the cold. Did you know that, Senor Bookman? Yeah. The sun helps us live in the cold. On a cold day, people can turn on the heat or make a fire in their homes. But homes can warm themselves. Homes made of mud bake in the sun, soaking up the warm rays. Today, people have other ways to make the sun warm their homes. The roof on this home traps the sun's heat. You might see those, they're called solar panels. You might see them, you might even have some on your roof. People use the sun to heat barns too. This warm barn is a safe place for these lambs and sheep. The sun and stars show the way. The sun and the stars help keep people safe too. Long before today, people wrote that sailors could use the sun and stars to find their way at sea. People still use stars to find their way. They can use tools too, such as a GPS tool. A GPS tool lets you know where you are. Some people have a GPS tool in their watch. One day, a GPS tool may fit on a thumb. Maybe. Because right now, your phone, parents' phones, probably have a GPS right in them. Yeah, they're all over. So that's some things that people use, different types of inventions that people use. Greenhouses, did you know about those? Did you know that sailors use the stars to help them navigate? Yeah. Now we have GPS. It's a little bit easier for us. A little bit easier for us. All right. So today you are going to be rainbow writing your spelling words 3 times each, but also in your packet we have some AR or OR words. You're going to color the AR words green, OR words yellow. Doing that work in those packets, okay? There's been a request from Mrs. Duck today. She said she wants to do her sight word challenge on her own video. So her video will be directly following this one. But Mrs. Duck isn't here, so I've invited a couple friends, Red and Granny. Hello, boys and girls. Hi everyone. Now I invited Red and Granny because they wanted to say something to you. I hear some of you are coming back to class on Monday. Yes, and we can't wait to see you. We'll be here. But don't worry, If you're going to be Zooming still, we will be here as well. You'll still get to see us. All right? All right. Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, sounds very nice. Hey, do you guys want to listen to another story? It's a history article. I love history. Yeah, me too. Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. All right. Red and Granny. So this is a history article, and this is called Communication Then and Now. See, she's got a phone, but look at what he has. What do you think this is? That was a phone too. Yeah. So this is nonfiction. That means it's real. It's going to give you information. Communication is sharing ideas and news. Most people communicate by talking and writing. People can use their bodies to communicate too. Communication has changed. People now communicate better and faster. Long ago, people made pictures to tell stories. The pictures could be drawings or symbols. This painting was discovered in a cave in France. Now people use words more often to tell stories. There are over 170,000 words in the English language. 170,000. That's that many. There's more than that. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Long ago, people copied each book. If they wanted 10 copies of a book, they had to write out each copy one at a time. This book was written with a feather and pen and bottles of ink in 1453. See, here's a feather and pen, and here's the ink. That's how they wrote this. Now machines make printed books or e-books. Printed books are made with printing presses. People read e-books on computers. So here's a printing press printing out books, and here's a Kindle, it looks like. We read on Epic or Raz Kids, right? Those are digital ebooks. Long ago, people tapped messages on telegraph machines. Telegraph machines sent messages using electricity. It took about a minute to send each word. The electric telegraph was invented in 1837. The telephone was invented in 1876 by Alexander Graham Bell. Now people call each other on telephones. Most people have mobile phones. Long ago, telephones always needed cords. There it is. There's a cord she's talking. And a lot of times the cords weren't real long, so you couldn't walk around too far. You had to sit in one place and talk. Now, people walk down the street and talk on the phone. You probably see it. Long ago, people wrote letters. It could take months to mail a letter. Mail went on ships and by horses. Today, mail delivery is done by trucks and planes, so letters are delivered much quicker. And here's a pen and ink. So it's not a feather anymore, but it's a pen. Now people write emails on computers. An email message can be delivered in just seconds. Today, many people write email messages instead of handwritten letters. Newspapers were sold on street corners. This newspaper was sold in New York in 1896. Long ago, hundreds of people read newspapers. The first United States daily newspaper was published in 1784. People had to buy a newspaper to read it. Now, millions of people read newspapers. People can buy printed newspapers. People can also read newspapers on the internet. People all over the world can read news on the internet. Long ago, people could only listen to news on radios. Radios only make sounds, they do not have pictures. The radio was invented in 1895. Can you imagine not watching TV or watching YouTube? Well, back before any of that was invented, it was just radio. And it was just, you just heard music or you heard people talking. That was it. Now people can watch news on televisions. Communication will continue to change. What do you think will happen next? The TV was invented in 1927. It means it's coming up on 100 years of TV. Hasn't even been around for 100 years yet. All right, boys and girls, we're going to do some work in our workbook as well. So we are working on our rainbow writing. We have page 4, our OR, AR words, and we're going to do page 7.10. Still working with our KN, WR, GN, MB words. We're just going to finish the word here. And the next page, write in the past tense. And here are some words in past tense. You're going to write the correct word in the sentence. Okay, ending in the sentence, in the line. All right. Next up for you, boys and girls, is Mrs. Duck's sight word challenge. So go ahead and take the challenge first, then you can do the work, and we will see you very soon. Bye-bye.